Hey, just want to make another video kind of updating the positions that I'm in and the positions that I just took like a couple minutes ago. But I want to start off by saying that um, I don't know what it is about trading that makes you want to push yourself in life, but I'm just so grateful that I found it, and every day is like a I'm always striving to be a better person, and I don't know what trading has to do with that necessarily. But I remember when like most people, when they read the book Rich Dad Poor Dad, it just completely kind of shifted my mindset on and how on how I looked at life and finances and stuff like that. And I'm just really grateful that I read that book. I think that was about 2 years ago. So currently, I placed my first trade. I think it was January 2019, and the journey that I've been on with trading has just been amazing. And you just learn so many things about yourself, and you learn so many things about the market with each loss you take. And you watch price action go up and down and up and down, and eventually you start noticing things. And it's really kind of hard to pinpoint it, but it's not like this puzzle that when you first start trading, that you think you're just going to crack it eventually, like you're going to see something one day and you're never going to take a loss again. But I still take losses. I mean, almost every single day. But you get to a certain point when you've watched price move so much that you just legitimately feel like you have an edge. And there hasn't been enough time for my edge to play out, but I'm pretty confident that I'm slowly making progress each week. um, my winners are bigger than my losses, and that's the first step. And you go through different phases of trying to figure out the technicals. Then you realize it's more than about technicals. It's about how you handle yourself when you're in a trade. So just kind of a recap of some of the trades that I am currently in, trades that I've taken. Let's see, here's one of them. And I put this on the video, I think it was a couple days ago. So this was CAD Swiss. I got in on this pullback right here. Um, and again, I'm managing all my positions on a 4-hour chart. If I get in it on a 4-hour chart, I'm not gonna go down a time frame and manage it. So I hit my profit target on this one. It was 31 pips. Um, Pretty much a 1-to-1. Pound odd. All right, this one stopped me out twice. So at first I got out. I entered the position on this candle here, on this impulse move up. When price closed above these highs, I entered. I put my stop right below this candle here, and you can see it took me out. Actually, the first time I entered the trade, I'm pretty sure I put my stop a little closer up here, but my target was still up here at these highs. I got stopped out, and then I entered again when price did an impulse move down, and then I put my stop under this candle here, and it stopped me out again. And sure enough, as soon as it stopped me out, it went to my profit target. All right, so that's two trades that I got stopped out on this week in the same pair. EuroCAD also got stopped out on this one. I was looking at this. I was trying. So on this candle, when it made the move down, I entered on I entered on this candle, and the reason I did it is because I knew that this, at that point, at this point here, looked like a W was forming. So I knew that if I entered on a move down, that my risk was going to be very, very little compared to my target. My stop was only 11 pips, and my target was 37. So I ended up getting stopped out on this one. No, I take that back. I entered on that candle, and I put my stop below here, and ultimately this candle here stopped me out. Didn't take a trade in this, but I do have it marked because I'm waiting for price to come back to this level here. Currently in this position with USD CAD. Stop above this level here where all these traders are stuck long. That's where I want to keep my stop, because I know there's a bunch of trap traders there, and I'm hoping the market will come back down to these lows before it decides to move back up. Price has been in a downtrend. The only thing I don't like about it is it has been trading in this range right here for a while. I mean, this is just a big range, and it could potentially make another move down, which is what I'm betting on. But I'm not looking for anything past this low. All I need for price to do is come down here and test these lows here, and then I will have hit my profit target. I just entered Euro, so we got this M pattern, but the trade that I've been waiting for is for price to come down to these levels and reverse, and I'd probably be looking to put my stop down here. So this is kind of like a short-term trade, but I do think price is going to come down to these levels before it reverses back up, if it reverses back up. But for me, this is a high probability trade. When price comes back up to these levels, my stop is pretty tight. Put my stop right above this candle here. Like I always do, I make room for the spread. So if price does come up to this high, I'm just going to have to break this high by at least 2.5 pips. Target is down here at these levels where all this volume was traded. So I got a risk of 14 and a reward of 32. Pretty good risk reward there. Now I know there was, oh, there it is. I forgot to mark it. This was a great trade. Pound. Alright, so I had these levels, this level here marked, these highs. As soon as this candle closed and it gave me that long wick, I entered long right here. So that was where I entered. Price kind of hung around for 12 or so hours, so I had to be patient on this trade here, and I was targeting these highs. So it was a 80 pip trade. My risk was 30. So that was an awesome trade. I don't think there are any more. Euro New Zealand. This was a scratch trade for me. I entered this trade and price wasn't really moving like I wanted it to. And after I got in the trade, I realized that uh, see what I was looking at was this candle here. It had already given me a run up and a big wick candle there, another one, and I had entered a second position down here at these levels. So once it came back up to here, I was pretty much break even on the trade. And once this candle closed, I knew that price was probably going to come back down and test this area here. So I didn't even want to risk it. I think I got I was in profit like 3 or 4 pips or something like that, but I ended up just exiting that trade. Um, I do this so if the green is darkened, that means I got stopped out. If the red, whatever that. And again, I have a bunch of levels marked where I'm waiting on price to come back down to. So when we get a move down here, I'll be looking to take a position long. Just like pound, this is going to be a really good trade whenever price comes back down here. The risk is going to be very, very low, and the reward potential is going to be very high. So still waiting on all of that. I am invested in Ethereum and Bitcoin. So usually what I do is I got something set up to where I invest just a little bit, like a reoccurring investment every week. But when price comes down like to these levels here, I'm gonna buy more. I think my payment, it gets taken out like every Monday or something in both of these. So any dips in either one of these, I'm going to be buying. Yeah, and that's pretty much it, man. I'm just really, really happy of where life's going. You know, I'm trying to get this real estate thing started up. I've been studying a lot with that. I got a lot of goals with the actual job that I'm at right now. So there's a lot of stuff going on. I mean, my routine is pretty consistent on a daily basis, and sometimes it gets, sometimes you start thinking it gets kind of boring just doing the same thing over and over. But once you get in that mindset and you have a routine that you do every single day, once you get out of that routine, it feels like you didn't relapsed or something. So I'm just in a good spot right now. I got a lot to learn, but I'm enjoying. I don't know if y'all have ever heard of Futures Trader 71, but I remember when I was listening to one of his videos, I was at the point where I first started trading, and I just wanted to get rich, like everybody. Obviously, I just wanted to hit it big one time, and I was getting so frustrated at the process, and I just wanted it to happen, and I wanted to quit my job. But when I started listening to FT71, he kind of really changed my mindset on the process. And he's like, you know, you've got to enjoy the process, otherwise you're just going to be pretty much miserable. Obviously, he said it in a pretty awesome way, but that kind of shifted my mindset when I heard him say that. And life has just been so much more enjoyable. I've been wanting to learn about all these different things because I just enjoy the process, and I enjoy where life's taken me and where I'm going to go, and I believe life's going to be pretty great. So appreciate you listening. I'll probably get on here tomorrow and kind of just go over how the week ended, if I'm holding any positions over the weekend. So I appreciate you guys tuning in, and I'll be back tomorrow.